What's after CEO? Politician? Yes. Is there a way to like just like respawn right in here in this little area though, over and over again? Luigi comes after you? You want DMCA free music in the background? I don't have any DMCA free music. And you want some DMCA free music? Hold on. Can you put the title as post game? Yeah, is there a way to just like respawn right here though? That's my thing, is that I'm worried about, is that if we respawn. It doesn't have any music in it. What do you mean? This game doesn't have any fucking music in it. Is there a way to make a save here? I don't know. I'm just worried if I fall back down to CEO, or like not even CEO, if I fall back down to like middle management or something, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Can you guys hear the music lightly? Why can't I hear the sound effects of this game anymore? Silence does not do well with the people like you. Well, I'll just have to talk the whole time. I know a lot of people complain about it on YouTube.
The grind set.
She puts Lo-Fi Girl on to nap. Gameplay. Show restart button. Let's just give up. You just lay down. Putting barb on while you're at work lately? The shade I feel. Is this gonna restart the whole game? Did I just fuck myself? No. No. Okay. Poor and bald, feel attacked. I'm not poor anymore. All right. I'm not poor anymore. I'm just bald now. Now I'm a CEO, baller lifestyle with that grind set. Oh, that's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. I kind of like the silence. I don't know why, but the silence and the flying through the air just kind of hits me. Yeah, there's game after becoming a CEO. Personally, I think the silence hits. I think the silence bangs. Granted, I have music on, but... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Is G's dad bald? I mean, we don't know her genetic dad, so I mean, we would never know. We'd have no idea. I'm not really worried about it. B shaves his head every summer. He likes it. You can't do silence in video games? What kind of ADHD do you guys have? What's the goal after CEO? I'm pretty sure the goal after CEO is politician, right? That's what we're going for now. Get elected president without actually being elected. Screw. The undiagnosed kind. Oh, come on, piece of shit. Do I consider this iRacing practice? Not at all. Honestly, I should just iRace all day so I can get good again. You know? Eventually you buy Twitter and ruin it. Hey man, he succeeded in his goal, dude. He succeeded in his fucking goal, yeah. He might have lost money on that, but he gained money other ways, you know? You're here for the honesty? What? About me sucking at iRacing right now? Well, yeah, I mean... I crashed every race this week, I'm pretty sure. You watch a pro streamer play games all day? What kind of ADHD do you think we have? Good point. Running for office is for chumps. Yeah, just buying an office is the genius move. Ah, I missed. Paying for influence is way better. Yeah. This is an interesting Mirror's Edge sequel. Dude, Mirror's Edge was sick. I should replay Mirror's Edge. I feel like it's been... I don't even, like, remember anything that happens in the game. All I remember is really loving it. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. They made a sequel? Yeah, but it was kind of whack, right? Paying for influence is way better. It's like buying follows. Well, dude, I don't know. I'm beginning. I mean, here's the sad thing. I'm starting to be getting that cheating works, you know? I'm starting to beginning to think that cheating just works. There's a sequel and sort of a reboot too. They made like a phone game, I thought. Eddie Guerrero tried to warn us. I know. The Mirror's Edge mobile game was meh. I know, I wanted it to be so good too, because like, come on. We'll get Black Ops 6? What? What does Black Ops 6 have to do with anything we're talking about? Whoa, 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 I didn't name any specific names. Ah, you hooker. Okay. Well, this isn't working at all. Yeah. Yeah. I can buy muscles? How can you buy muscles? Can I buy abs? Can I have Ozempic abs? Ab implants are a thing? Ugh, that seems like too much work. I don't need Ozempic. I just need to add in like 100 crunches into my 50 push-ups. I think I'll be fine. And everyone's like, it's in your diet. Psh. Just get some ab line tattoos. Well, I have that scar. I have that scar, which actually does help. Dude, I can't bring the camera around quick enough. Yeah, I need a quicker camera. Yeah. Just don't do whatever Finn Balor does for workouts. Why? It seems to work, man. That guy's fucking ripped. Drew McIntyre better than Finn Balor? Disagree. Finn Balor's probably my favorite WWE wrestler. Or Dom. Actually, Liv Morgan's my favorite. I take it back. Take it all back. Of ones that I don't... Well, I guess I do kind of know Liv. Like, Woods would be my favorite. Because he's a homie. Ah. Have I ever told you guys my Finn Balor story? Adam Cole's the AEW wrestler, guys. That's why I'm not talking about him. Adam Cole's my favorite wrestler, period. Then my boy Anton. Which if Anton would quit being a weirdo, he'd probably take #1. Adam Cole will always be my favorite. And I'm not just saying that because he's my homie, although that is part of it. But I'm saying it because he's got my favorite spot of all time. He's been in a few of my favorite matches of all time. I just think he's legitimately a great wrestler. Adam Cole's the Chugs on Twitch, yeah. How can I defend Woods after what he did to E? Hey, listen, I broke my back and I came back, you know? Oh, the Finn Balor story. So we were at front row at a WWE event. I can't remember if it was SmackDown or Raw. One of the two. It wasn't a live event. It was a TV show, TV event, right? And earlier in the night, we get the New Day, and they throw out a bunch of Skittles, right? The New Day throws out a bunch of Skittles. That's not gonna work. And this one Skittle was just sitting in front of us the whole time, right? This one Skittle, and we couldn't reach it or anything. And then later on in the main event, Finn Balor's out there. It's a tag match. I can't remember who else was in the tag match. Can't remember the match, right? Very forgettable match. But anyway, Finn Balor's in a tag match in the main event. And he's doing the thing where you lay outside the ring and wait for your cue, you know what I mean, and pretend to be hurt. And we go, Finn, Finn. We go, Finn. And we point at the Skittle. We go, Finn, eat the Skittle. Eat the Skittle. And he's like rolling around in fake pain on the ground. And he goes, I don't eat that fucking shit. And he flicks the Skittle away. And I don't know why, but it just made me lose my fucking mind. I thought it was so goddamn funny. I don't eat that fucking shit. Your immersion during his cell? Oh my God, they'll talk to you so hard during cells, dude. I actually have some pretty... I can find me in some pretty famous WWE moments where I'm sitting front row, chat. We could take a second and I can go through these. I've got a couple of good moments where I'm front row. Do it? Hold on. Hold on one second. How do I get there? Red Bull? No. So one time I scalped front row WWE tickets. Okay, so scalped them, right? I bought them off a scalper, paid way too much for them for a pay-per-view. It was after I had my first, I remember that what it was for is I celebrated getting to 5,000 subs for the first time, right? Bought me and my brother-in-law tickets. And then after that, they put you on a list. You made the list. Hold on. Randy Orton breaking Ty. What was his name? Ty Dillinger? No, I still want to go through a table. That's something I still would like to do. I've come back and announced things, but they don't care anymore. I'm no longer a heel. Yeah. Am I available for other promotions? Yeah, I love that shit, dude. That shit's fun. I am absolutely a mediocre commentator. I need to help Woods and Breezy with Punch Out. Why are they sitting there? Are they playing it right now? What, they can't beat a 67-year-old man? You imagine being a heel for a consistent gig would be tough? No, man. Being a heel is way easier than being a good guy. Being a heel is so much easier than being a good guy in the wrestling biz, yeah. They've been going for a while right now. Who are they? Are they on Tyson? Oh my God. Yeah, when they come to Reno, I mean, I just shit on Reno. That's all you do. Getting people to like you is way harder. Well, also, like, I have a unlikable face. It's people don't like me when they first see me. They look at me and they're just like, bucket. You guys all see me now, but like your first impression of me was probably not the best. Like before I said anything, right? Like after I talked, you might have been like, okay, he's not a twat bucket. I don't wear flat bills anymore, so I'm all good. I still wear them every once in a while. You immediately liked me? Okay, I get it. You were horny. Then I talked and it got a lot worse. The Black Lotus helps with the healness. Do you guys think that, do the tattoos help or hurt? I think because they're very big color pieces, they soften me up a little bit, you know, to people. Oh, come on. Tattoos help me look like I'm not 17? Oh, well, I should get rid of them then. Wait, do you think I look 17? I don't know if that's a compliment. Could you just at least say 18? They are nerdy as hell. I think them being super nerdy does help too. You know, like I've noticed that, like, you know, people will be like, yo, is that a Black Lotus? And then like, okay, so now I'm immediately not. Now they know I'm one of them, right? I think that's the thing. I think this is really weird, okay? Because I travel in nerd spaces, but I don't look traditional nerd. Ugh, I'm so persecuted for liking sports and... It's so hard being me. Oh, shit. That's not gonna work. Hello? Sports is unironically super nerdy. Yeah, I don't know why nerds, jocks and nerds were ever like at odds with each other, because it's literally just two sides of the same, you know, ADD that men have. It's the same shit. You're telling me a guy that sits there and can recite every statistic from Tom Brady's career, like if you know every touchdown pass that Tom Brady threw, like guess what? You know, you have the same type of tism as you know, an anime watcher. The jock nerd hybrid is the ultimate Chad. Well, I just never understood that, because like even as a kid, and it was funny because like I felt it both ways. Like my Magic the Gathering friends mocked me for playing high school basketball, and my high school basketball team mocked me for playing Magic the Gathering. And I was just like, you motherfuckers are idiots, because you're both like, this is the same shit. Oh, thanks, wife. Oh. Thanks, love. Yeah, I never understood that. Car guys are the biggest nerds ever. Yeah, but I think they're aware of their nerdness. I think they're more aware. And they're more isolated, car guys are. Yeah. Oh. Is that how you get to work? Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's like the ultimate, like when you realize like, oh man, I can do it all, right? Because like one thing I've learned is that if there's something that a lot of people enjoy, instead of like just hating on it because I don't understand it, I'd really like to like get an understanding of it, right? And then sometimes you find some shit that's just like fucking awesome. No! Damn it. Yeah. Oh, she didn't bring me a fork. Huh. Hey, G!
Yeah?
Can you have a fork?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Improvise? They're too hot. That's why you keep a plastic fork in your drawer. I don't have any drawers. Can you fall all the way to the bottom here? I'm assuming there's a spot you can fall. Drawers are like pockets. You gotta have them. Every woman in chat just went, pockets. I do wear driving gloves. I gotta get new driving gloves though, because mine smell. We smell, chat. Your boyfriend's sad when you wear clothes without pockets? I just feel bad for all of you women living without pockets all the time. I feel for you, honey.
I have pockets.
Yep, you know I support women because I want you to have pockets.
I have pockets.
I stand with you. Oh, you do have pockets. Oh my god, the revolution's happening. Well, you've got pockets. No complaining for the next 4 years. Sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, chat. That wasn't funny. She's gonna get the divorce papers right now? No, she's gonna go be like... She's gonna... Go... She just laughed. She just laughed in sadness. I thought it was funny. She's gonna go spend my money? I mean, but she's really spending your money. When you think about it. If you really think about it, chat, you're my wife's sugar daddy. All of you collectively. Or mamas, sugar mamas. Way to go, ladies. Equality. I mean, I'm also your sugar baby. But less... You know, at least I'm like putting in the work. Like she's just out there sugaring. Oh, come on. You should get shoulders from me at least. Now I have central air. I don't have much shoulders out there. She's taking care of B while I'm working. First of all, your tax dollars are taking care of B while I'm working. He goes to public school. Okay. Secondly, honestly, while I'm working, he's at school. He's home for 45 minutes, and then he goes to like his class, Jiu-Jitsu or gymnastics, or he wants to do tennis, so we're trying to find him tennis. She's working full-time for the next 18 years. Yeah, I mean, she did put in the work though, up until public school. And now she's, you know, now she's like making clothes. Maybe that'll become a hit. Maybe she'll like Kristen Juszczyk. Maybe she can become the Kristen Juszczyk of nerdy gamer custom clothes. You know? B's gonna be a luchador. B is. I love my son. He's getting pretty good at jiu-jitsu, but there's just like, there's one kid in the class who's a horrible kid, chat. I mean, this kid's a really, 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 really bad kid. He's horrible. He's disruptive. He's, quite frankly, violent. Like, if they made B go up against this kid, and they're the same age, I would literally be like, nope, taking B out of class today. He's not going up against this kid. But man, this kid's so good at jiu-jitsu, chat. This kid's got like rage and anger that a 5-year-old can only have if their mom and dad come in chewing gum loudly, sitting on the one couch every single time as if it's theirs, wearing red hats. You know what I mean? This kid's so good at jiu-jitsu. It's annoying. But he's also like the worst kid. The worst kid. Right? So like all we've had to like the parents like had a big meeting about it, like to the point where they're like, and I think the coach, like I think the absolute thing what the coach should do is just move him up and make him fight the 10-year-olds, put him in the 10-year-old class, you know? Like let him get mollywopped and rolled, and he won't. Yeah, he'll learn to shut the hell up. You know what I mean? Because like the other kids in his class right now can't do anything about it. So like if the coaches don't see it, he's just like running ram check unless a parent screams, and then you gotta, you know. Quite frankly, none of the parents want to get in any sort of shouting match with the dad in his red hat. Yeah. They know which kids suck. Everyone knows that he sucks. The coaches are all fully aware that the kid sucks, but he's also like, dude, this kid's gonna win a gold medal or be in jail or both. Yeah. I gotta wrestle the kid myself. No, he'd beat me. This 6-year-old would take me down, dude. He's maybe 7. Yeah, he would take me down. Yeah, well, it's just like, it's incredibly disruptive and, you know, quite frankly, dangerous, man. He just like straight up like in line the other day, just like straight up just like took a kid down, choked it out, and the coaches didn't see it, and mom had to step in and say something. It was a whole thing. Also, the kid's so good at jiu-jitsu. Anyway, B has, what I've realized is that B has too much good kid in him. You know what I mean? He's a good kid. Like my son's a good, nice child. And he'll get that, you know what I mean? But like he doesn't have that level of aggression. Like, and that's just quite frankly it right now, you know? And that's like a lot of it is, yeah. Like B's like out there, you know, just slowly trying to do the steps, you know? Everyone's badass so they get kicked in the face. Well, the problem is this kid's kicking first every time. Why do we pick jiu-jitsu versus other martial arts forms for him? Proximity to our home. Ironically, though, because I think we're going to go to a different location under the same brand to avoid the kid now. Well, yeah, we were planning on just like doing it like 1 or 2 days a week, just as like a way to like just have something else to get B in. B really likes it, so we go 4 days a week. Yeah, there's no striking in it. No, they're 6 years old. But I will say, like, it is kind of crazy because like they'll have kids come their first day and they'll just straight up have them grapple their first day, other kids, and I'm just like, man, they had someone, like, my kid's been going for, like, I don't know, 3-4 months now, and he goes 4 days a week, right? So he's, like, getting pretty good. No kid his size is going to beat him now. Like, they all pretty much just time out. But like when the new kids come in, man, my kid chokes the shit out of these kids, dude. I just feel bad. I'm like, why are you putting them in this already? You know? Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a problem. Well, and the coach is like the main coach is like, he's looking at this kid and he's just like seeing like tournament championships, you know what I mean? So he's clearly playing favorites to it, and it's just not. It's just bad. Yeah. We have one bad coach and one really great coach, so we're just following around the great coach from now on. You wish you never quit Taekwondo as a kid? I never really did any sort of martial arts. I rolled around with judo. One of my best friends from high school won judo national championships his last 3 years of high school for his weight class. And he won worlds 1 year. And so I would roll around. He would take me to his class every once in a while before we would go out drinking. And that was about as much as I ever did. Yeah. He's good. He still does it. Ah! Come on. Yeah. I think the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is so popular right now because the like myth that it's like the best at UFC. You know what I mean? Like I think that's why it's such a popular thing. And also like Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is like a billion-dollar brand now, I'd say. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is going to lose popularity. I think if, you know, as soon as like, if the greatest, you know, if the next big UFC fighter comes from like a wrestling background, you know what I mean? I think that would drive its popularity up. But also, yeah, I just think the biggest thing is that Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is like a big, giant, you know, international brand. And they have places all over. They've got, they basically have like Pilates. Pilates classes, you know. Man Pilates. Ah, shit. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think, listen, if there's one thing I know from Star Wars, the high ground matters, right? Going to the floor isn't always effective. And it's like, I don't know, if you're trying, I feel like taking someone to the floor in a fight, right, is only effective if they don't want to go there, right? If you both want to go, well, I don't know. Then again, the number of fights I've been in, you can count on one hand in my life. The number of fights I've been in as an adult, you can count on 0 hands. You don't need any hands. And the number of fights I won as well, you can also count on 0 hands. So I don't know why we're taking my word for any of this. Wow. How am I doing? Fucking amazing. How are you doing? Oh, come on. I think boxing's way doper, personally. I like boxing way more than I like UFC. The problem with boxing is that the most popular boxer right now is a fucking YouTuber. The problem with boxing is that boxing can get the whole world to watch Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, but boxing can't get anyone to watch Canelo versus GGG, right? You know what I mean? It's a big problem with it. In real life, how many fights end up on the floor? Pretty much all of them. Yeah. It's in real life very, I mean, if you've ever been, you know, seen any like bar fights or anything like that, fights break out in the world. It's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually land a clean punch. First of all, people that get in real fights don't fight, right? Like people that get in like fights out in public, like nobody that actually like trains to fight like ever gets in fights out in public, right? Except for like Conor McGregor. It's always like people that have no idea what they're doing. So they're just throwing like wild, rah, you know, like those types of punches, and nobody ever actually hits anything, right? And then they just grab each other. And because, again, they don't know how to fight, they don't know how to choke each other or move or anything, they usually just grab each other and they kind of do this side hug and they roll around till they get to the floor. And then they try to, like, they're basically, like, each have each other in a headlock. This is like 90% of them, you know? Yeah. Cobra Kai isn't real? Yeah, that's, I mean, that's the thing. They would all have been kicked out of their dojos at some point, right? Hockey fights? Hockey fights are way more realistic than real fights. Yeah. I'm just saying the amount of fights in real life that are uploaded to YouTube every day versus the amount of fights that get the world star treatment. Real fights look closer to hockey fights. Hockey fights are kind of gangster because it's just like we're each going to grab each other's shirt, which means neither one of us can play any defense, and then we're just going to swing wildly until one of us goes down. Damn it, I should just try and catch those. Very few people care about the sport of boxing. I think boxing is just like... Boxing has like the same problem that like government has. Like, for the longest time, everyone just keeps calling each other corrupt. So no matter what happens, it's going to be corrupt. Now, the problem with that is that, in both of these, is that for the longest time, boxing has been absolutely corrupt. And also, maybe, you know, the government. We got a new boxing movie coming out. Yeah, I feel like boxing is more popular in movies than is... Boxing's actually like a legitimate movie genre. Boxing as a movie genre works because it's a good underdog story. Little Mac, man. Dude. Little Mac going up 14 weight divisions to defeat Mike Tyson. Oh, shit. Come on. Assault with a deadly weapon, but the deadly weapon was his own hands. I had to register my hands as a deadly weapon. Who's out there just grabbing asses in bars?
Let's go.
Thank you for vouching for me yesterday despite you probably having no idea who I am, Raceler.
I got your back. I got your back. I mean, you're a bird girl. You look at birds, right? I mean, you just got flagged as a suspicious user here, which is funny. Can't even tell if Little Mac was a real person or a video game character. A real person in my life. I always liked Little Mac because I like the idea of a small person overcoming the odds. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, I would generally, I don't know. I've never been so mad at someone that I want to punch them, though. You know, like, that's just not the type of anger I have, you know? I don't really get angry, to be honest with you. I don't think I have much anger in my life. I get sad or disappointed. But I don't really get particularly mad too often, I would say. Is that because I'm short? No, I think short people usually get mad more often. Oh, do I like Little Mac because I'm short? Yes, that's absolutely why I like Little Mac. Mr. Dream was based on Rocky Marciano. Are you serious right now, Bo Jackson? This isn't a serious statement, right? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's true, Mr. Dream. The palette swap character where they painted Mike Tyson white after he got arrested for...
Don't worry, I guarantee I'm over the age of 12 because I have a job, Racy. I don't steal my parents' credit card.
Oh,
crying face.
I don't care if you steal your parents' credit card. That's totally fine. Yo, that's DGR who's got a problem with that. Me, I say steal it. Hey kids, go get your parents' credit card. Donate 100 subs. Mr. Dream's undefeated record was based on Rocky Marciano's. We're talking about the Dream match. Okay, you guys are talking about the last match in Punch-Out. Is that what you're talking about? The last match in the original Punch-Out. You think the last match in the original Punch-Out is based off Rocky Marciano?
you form a super company that does not...
I know I can. I don't need to Google it, right? Hold on. You see, Punch-Out history is not something that I actually have to Google, right? Because I'm a pretty big, ironically, Punch-Out fan. It's one of the games that I have a sealed copy of still, a loose copy that I play, and then a copy signed by two of the greatest speedrunners ever of the game. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, right? And then when Mike Tyson went to jail for grape, right? Because he went to jail for a very heinous crime. They took the final boss in this game and they palette swapped it to a white man. And it's literally the exact same thing, except they made him white and renamed it to Mr. Dream. No summoning salt? Dude, no. If I've met summoning salt, I don't know. Yeah. If I have met summoning salt, I don't know. Yeah. You wouldn't lie to me? I'm not saying you're lying to me. I'm saying you've been lied to.
You don't even know what half of them do. But the number on your bank account keeps going up and you like that.
Yeah, they did it blindfold together. Actually, that's when I had them sign it. Oh, wait. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
You're a billionaire. You celebrate by buying the only thing out of reach of those filthy, grubby multi-millionaires. A super yacht. Congratulations.
Sweet. Finally got a super yacht. The sprite is swapped, but the record and attributes are based on Marciano. What attributes? What attributes? What attributes, Bo Jackson, are you talking about? Because literally, it's white Mike Tyson. The lore? There's no lore for him. It's a dream match. They don't have any lore. Oh, shit. So now, wait. Am I f***ed now? Oh, no. Ew. Thank God. More like chloroform? How much does a sealed copy of Punch-Out go for? I don't know. I didn't get... That's not graded, so... Influencing. I think you mean being absolutely in charge of. Dude, that guy's president, man.
Oh. Oh.
His new record in the game? Yeah, he has... I was about to say, he's 99-0. I don't think that's based off Rocky Marciano, who is not 99-0. How do you teleport back? People rage baiting me hard? It's definitely another sprite? What's definitely another sprite? The Mr. Dream match? It is not another sprite. He has a big old gap in his teeth. Did you guys see the same TikTok? Is that what you guys saw? Did you guys see the same TikTok? And fall for it? I mean, this might be some revisionist history shit, but I mean, like, straight up, it happened because of... I mean, I think we all can understand why Nintendo might not want Tyson on the cover anymore. Maybe a different version of the game? There's two versions of the game. There's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and then there's Punch-Out. I love you all. But that's not a thing. Clearly I should play Punch-Out right now. I haven't beat Tyson in a few years. Oh, Punch-Out's my favorite, like one of my favorite games of all time. I suck. God damn it. Yeah, I don't remember the code. I used to have a sticker, like I had a sticker over top of the game with the code on it. Yeah. How long do you think it would take me to beat Tyson if I haven't done it in a few years, chat? I don't like the Wii Punch-Outs though. I like Super Punch-Out. I like the original Punch-Out. First try, an hour, 69 minutes. I bet it wouldn't be that bad. Impossible? No, I'd beat it. I could beat it today. I might not be able to get a knockout, but I could get a decision win today. Yeah, I'd like to see a new Punch-Out as well, but I'd like them to go back to like the old kind of NES style. I felt like the new ones were just a little too slow. But I haven't played, I guess I didn't play the newest one. Oh, whore. Dude, I miss Fight Night. There's a game called Undisputed that's kind of Fight Night-ish, yeah. The newest Punch-Out support animal cruelty? Well, for some reason, Punch-Out is able to get away with light racism in a way that no other game is. So a little animal cruelty is not that big a deal, in my opinion. I did get XCOM 2, yeah. Ironically, I should have just took this game. 281-330-8004. Hit Mike Jones up on the low. Ready to Rumble got away with what? Light racism? I can't remember any light racism in Ready to Rumble. Oh, animal cruelty. Oh, come on. I need to stop doing this. Boss versus boss, who's Tyson rival? What do you mean, like, which boss can rival Mike Tyson in a video game? I mean, I would say Mike Tyson's honestly one of the hardest bosses in any video game ever. Like, Tyson does have a lot of Dark Souls-ish things to him. I would admit that. A common Street Fighter 1? Wait, what's the fuck is Street Fighter? I've never played Street Fighter 1 or ever even seen Street Fighter 1 in the wild. Like, just Street Fighter. Like, I kind of always assumed the series just started with 2. Like, I've seen Street Fighter 2040X or whatever. Can't you only be Ryu or Ken in Street Fighter 1? Why am I trying to go for that? I need to just go for the stickies. Sticky. This game's like Only Up meets Tony Hawk Pro Skater. It's kind of more like knife surfing in Counter-Strike is kind of what I would compare it to, honestly. Yeah, I feel like that's like a little piece of gaming history that nobody ever talks about, is the fact that Street Fighter 1 like actually exists. Like even when they release Street Fighter collections, they don't release Street Fighter 1 in those collections, do they? They only put 2 in there. They do? Don't lie to me. I hate when you all lie to me. Nobody plays Street Fighter 2 anymore? I don't know. I feel like Street Fighter 2 goes... Oh, you mean Street... Well, people play Street Fighter 2 Turbo, yeah. Or Championship Edition. Ah! Definitely, Street Fighter 2, I think, was definitely the first game that I bought like 7 copies of at some point, you know? Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. I think we just gotta go down. A Street Fighter Mortal Kombat crossover? I mean, they did that Street Fighter Tekken crossover, right? But didn't they cancel one of them? Like they were supposed to make a Street Fighter Tekken crossover, and one was supposed to be in the Tekken style, and one was supposed to be in Street Fighter style. And didn't they cancel one of them? They canceled the Tekken one. Lame. For a sealed copy, it's that expensive? Some video games, I'm actually fascinated by like what video games are expensive and what aren't. And it literally has nothing to do with the quality of the game. It just has everything to do with how many were printed. XCOM. Ironically, I got Barb's game. If only he would have taken Lolo. Laser Belch got Adventures of Lolo. Has he played it yet? You love Barb? I know. I am just your second favorite. He beat Rat Shaker yesterday? Yeah, I'm sure it was really hard to beat Rat Shaker. Sure that took a lot of effort. Rat Shaker and XCOM have the exact same amount of effort. Poor Wavy. I don't know. I wanted to take La Milana, honestly. I was kind of like La Milana is one of those games that I've always wanted to play. Oh, come on. You fell asleep to Rat Shaker? Wavy's doing his homework before playing? I like that somebody had Jump King in there. I almost picked that, honestly, but I just assumed everyone had played it. I'm not a fan of reading in video games. I don't mind reading in video games. It's not that. I don't like reading in video games when it doesn't have anything, when it's like not part of the gameplay, right? I don't want to just read like random conversation. You know what I mean? Of two characters like flirting or something. I don't know. I don't care. Like, I do care about story in video games, right? Like, I love, you know, there's multiple video games that I love because of the story. But I don't care about story in all video games, that's for sure. Did I have other games I was thinking of? Well, I almost wanted to pull out Curiosity Demo. I just want to play Elden Ring all the time. Honestly, I could play Elden Ring every day of my life. Yeah, I could legitimately play Elden Ring every day of my life. I thought of Baldur's Gate 3 is actually one I did think about picking. And I was trying to think of like games that I really love that nobody else has played, right? And Adventures of Lolo is definitely a game that I really love that nobody else has played. You know, and it's on Switch Online, so it wasn't going to cost anyone anything, you know? Yeah. When's Fallout coming back? I mean, I played Fallout 1 and 2 on stream. Oh, the TV show? I don't know. I would have picked Fallout. I honestly, like, if this would have happened a year ago, Fallout 2 would have been my pick, but because the TV show came out, so many people like dug into Fallout this year. Yeah. Fallout 2 is so good. It really is. I will say though, playing Fallout 1 does make Fallout 2 better. There's a mod that churns Fallout 1 and gives it like all of the quality of life upgrades that Fallout 2 has. I could have given them Fester's Quest. Fester's Quest is ass, dude. That's a bad video game, honestly. Remember when TV shows used to have like 20 episodes and they came back every year? Now TV shows have 8 episodes. Good TV shows have 8 episodes and they come back every 2 years. You're stoked about the new season of Last of Us? You know what I'll say? I think Last of Us 2 is going to play out way better on TV than it did in a video game. You curious to see if they split the stories differently? The first episode should just literally be about Abby's great life and how amazing her dad was. And everything like that. Like, that should be the entire first episode, is you just see Abby and her dad having amazing, wonderful interactions. Nothing but incredible interactions, right? It wrote a serious, complicated drama, hard to play for a lot of people. I can fix the Last of Us story so that people would love it. I can fix that. You want to know how we do this? It's all in the marketing. It's all in the way they market it. Yes, so people will love it. All right? Lost is good. I like Lost. But, I mean, Lost, it just depends on how badly you need your show to end well. There's no bad guys in the Last of Us only perspective. And that is pretty key. But the problem is that the way they did the second game is they made a clear bad guy, right? They made a clear bad guy in the second game for you right away. All right? What they had to do is have you do all the Abby stuff first. Okay? You had to play as Abby first. you had to sympathize with Abby as a character. And the way they do this is they market it as The Last of Us 2 is not about Joel and Ellie. The Last of Us 2 is another story about different people, blah, blah, blah. And you play all as Abby's stuff first, right? And then you even... You love her, you know, she's a good person, she parallels Joel. It's very obvious how he parallels Joel, right? You know, and then you have this moment, where you're slowly heading to Wyoming. Is it Wyoming? You're slowly heading to Wyoming, you're thinking to yourself, man, isn't that where Joel and Ellie ended up? Blah, blah, blah. And then it's flashing back, and you literally play Ellie finding her dead dad, right? And then you literally go back, you literally play that part from Abby's perspective. Sorry, Abby, not Ellie. From Abby's perspective, and then after that's done, then you go into Ellie, and then you play everything as Ellie. And then you have this choice, like, oh man, like, because at that point you realize, like, then you have sympathy for Abby, you've grown to appreciate her, you've grown to, you know what I mean, you appreciate her parallels to Joel. Like, they couldn't just having her do that right away, just like, it just, even me, who, like, I understand what they were trying to do, you know what I mean, it didn't matter, because I already loved Ellie like my own child, right? And I would do anything for my own child, and seeing Ellie hurt didn't matter, right? Someone hurt Ellie, like, you want to hurt them back, right? So by the time you get to playing as Abby, it's like it's already over. You've already made your decision. There's no, like, oh, humanizing her after that point. It's kind of like after Anakin kills the younglings, I don't really care that he threw the Emperor off the bridge, right? He still killed the younglings. Like, there's just some things you can't come back from. Damn it. Right? And if they could basically take that same story and do it that way, and I think people would have responded significantly more positively to it. But maybe that's just me. Yeah, because they can't make you like Abby after that. It doesn't matter what Abby does, right? It doesn't matter that Abby is caring about, you know, a child running away from a cult that's trying to, you know, kill him over his gender identity. A very complicated subject in the post-apocalyptic zombie world, you know what I mean? Hell, they even could have had a moment where you're playing as Abby where she kind of has like a little, like, you know, struggle with her own, you know, dealing with it, where people might, you know, make fun of her for how she looks, blah, 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 to even soften that up a little bit. You know what I mean? I just feel like they could have fed us Abby in a way that doesn't make us hate her right away. Because you just hate her right away. Like, I don't know. I hate anyone when the first time I meet them, they have a golf club in their hand, to be honest with you. Casey Jones, especially Casey Jones. There was no narrator at that part.
people are spreading nasty rumors that you're not actually bald.
What?
So you buy out one of the most popular social media companies and ban everyone who has slighted you. That'll show them.
Wow. That's hilarious. Your wife is a CrossFitter and powerlifter and cosplays Zabby. She got a lot of shit after the game came out. Oh, I can imagine. Well, it's just so hard because I actually think Last of Us 2, I struggle with Last of Us 2 in that I actually think there is an incredible story. And me personally, I love, by the way, shout out to Real Kyle Hill over there, chat. It is the Kyle Hill. Yes, the gorgeous man himself. I love stories that leave me feeling really empty. I will be honest about that. Like, it's something, it's a sickening thing, but I love when a story kind of just like ends with no real, like, no one's really happy, or there's no resolution, or there's like everyone ends badly. It just ends poorly for everyone. I think that it's really fun because that's how life is, right? Life doesn't usually wrap itself up in a nice little neat bow, you know? But that one just, man, I was so drained by the end of it, and just like, I just think they could have presented it significantly different to where, am I screwed? No. Where they could have presented it significantly different. I've seen White Lotus. Both seasons. I like them both. I baked a cake for you, Mario. Yeah, I don't, you know, I'm not, I know this sounds weird, but I'm not a huge fan of just like saving the princess, everything's fine, you know? Like, you know what I really want? I really want a Star Wars movie that's right after episode 7, or right after episode 6, before episode 7, where the New Republic basically realizes that their shit's not going to go too well. They have economic problems, and people start to yearn for fascism. You know what I mean? Like, I want that story. Episode 7, The Empire Strikes Back 2. Yeah, and the Empire comes back as just like a different name. Like, I want the whole lead up to that, you know? I don't know. I like stories that don't have cute little bows. Like Rogue One, but not the Rogue One is between 3 and 4. Like that, but just with all the political intrigue. That's episode 1 though. Well, episode 1, I will also argue that I could re-edit episode 1 into a great movie too. Which literally just involves cutting out like 15 minutes of pod racing. The pod racing scene goes on for like a half hour, chat. While it's like badass, the reason you remember it for so long is because it's half the fucking movie. It is bad that I'd rather listen to any other Gungan talk besides Jar Jar. You know what? I don't usually get on like the popular hate trains, but Jar Jar is a popular hate train I'm on. The pod racing scene's the only good part of the movie. Oh, psh. Dude, are you kidding me? Episode 1 is the best lightsaber fight in the entire series. All right? Darth Maul versus Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan is fucking dope, and there's nothing you can say that'll change my mind on that. It's the best lightsaber fight of the entire series. I do like the Gungan chieftain. He did have a good, smooth voice. Mechanically, Jar Jar's a street performer? Where did that happen? Name me a lightsaber fight better than that. The barn burner of Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader in the Death Star. Could you imagine if you watched them fight in episode 1 and then you watch them fight, then you just be like, these guys are old. These guys are really old. Ah. Rogue One's a perfect movie. Listen, don't let Gary Whitta hear that, okay? Don't clip that and send that to Gary Whitta. Don't let him know that we're big fans of his work and that I really want to be an extra in Gundam. Don't let him know. You didn't watch Star Wars as a kid, now none of the movies work for you? They're kids movies, man. I mean, they are really kids movies. My wife really liked Andor. I don't know why I couldn't get into Andor. What's the new one? Skeleton Crew? Is that one good? I'll say, like, I feel like Star Wars TV shows still kind of hit pretty hard. I think the problem is the Skywalker family, right? Like, they're the problem. Rogue One crapped your top 3 Star Wars movies. Yeah, I would agree on that. I like Rogue One a lot. Rogue One doesn't have an empty ending, but it definitely has like a, you know, a bittersweet ending, I guess you could say. That makes it really good, yeah. I don't know why. I haven't been able to get into Andor, chat. They killed Han Solo, but what the f ever happened to Chewbacca? What do you mean? Chewbacca's still doing his thing. He's running around with Finn. Chewbacca and Finn are tag team now. Yeah. Do, do, do. In the books, they killed Chewie in the old books by dropping an entire moon on him. You guys didn't fall asleep for most of Rogue One? No, I didn't smoke a big fat blunt before it. Made me fall asleep. I don't think that has anything to do with the movie. That might have something to do with what you were doing the day before. I feel like Rogue One's got a lot of action. I didn't watch Solo or Kenobi. I haven't seen those. I know. I used to, I mean, I am a huge Star Wars fan, but I guess like I'm a little like, it was easier to keep up with everything when there wasn't, when I just had to read like 2 books a year. You know what I mean? Billionaire. Clone Wars is peak Star Wars. Clone Wars is, oh, sorry. Episode 2 Clone Wars is my least favorite, but you're talking about the cartoon. Yeah, episode 2 I think is easily the worst Star Wars movie. Even worse than 9. I think episode 2 is such ass, dude. Yeah. The best Star Wars book? I mean, probably the Thrawn trilogy for me. But it's been so long since I've read them that I confuse them with other books sometimes. And then Star Wars nerds get mad at me. Damn it. What ruined episode 2 is the cheesy romantic music and scenes. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Also, I don't know why, but I always really was concerned about the age gap between Padme and Anakin. I don't know what it was, but maybe I was alone in that. It definitely seemed it's 5 years. Well, how old's Anakin at that point? 16? In the book, in the episode 1 book, Anakin tells Padme, I'm gonna marry you, when they first meet. He's 19? If Padme was hiding from an assassin, her behavior in that movie made no narrative sense. What, just going back to her hometown and frolicking out in the open with no one but a Jedi to protect her? Well, she wasn't really, right? That was all part of Darth Sidious's plan, though, I thought, at the end of the day, right? Like, Darth Sidious wasn't actually trying to kill Padme. He just wanted to use the threat of her death. I don't know. Either way, I'm just thinking we're letting Padme get away with dating a teenager just because she's a princess, and I just don't know if that's okay. Yeah, this is beyond CEO. The best assassin to stick a bug in her window? Did I watch The Creator? No. If the genders were reversed, it'd be a bigger issue. Yeah, but maybe I'm wrong, but I also it would be a bigger issue for me too. Especially in episode 1. How do you establish proper dating age if there's aliens are like 100 years old? I guess that's a good point, you know. I don't know what the customs and regulations are in Star Wars. Like, how long is the average lifespan for a Jedi, right? I mean, after Order 66, I mean, what are we talking? Billionaire. George Lucas doesn't know what sex is. I don't know what that means. I mean, clearly Anakin and Padme had sex at some point. You wish it took 11 hours to become a billionaire? Same. Go play the lotto, bro. Oh, are you kidding me? Padme died in childbirth because she birthed 2 11-month-old babies. Yeah, that would probably take you down, honestly. Natalie Portman was 16 when they began filming episode 1. And Jake, who played Anakin. Natalie Portman was only 16 when episode 1 started. Jesus Christ. She's been around forever. Is Natalie Portman like 29 now? How old is Natalie Portman now? She's 43? Okay, so she's older than me. Thank God. Mega Millions at 944 million. Should we go in as a chat on Mega Millions tickets? Should we do it? Every viewer gets to split it. Only if I dump all the winnings into gift subs. We win the Mega Millions and then we dump all our winnings into gift subs and pass Kaisenet. Love Path of Exile too, yeah. I would be playing it more if it wasn't horrible for my viewership. I'd be playing it more, and I can only play one game that's bad for my viewership a week, and this week was iRacing. It's anti-viewer tech. It doesn't visually hit. Next is Elden Ring Bingo. Yeah, I need to do some Elden Ring Bingo matches. I need to do some Elden Ring Bingo against other shitty bingo players. 1 month with 94 million subs. The irony about that is I could become the all-time Twitch sub leader and I still would only lose like 1/4 of the fortune. Mighty Mouse is learning Bingus? Win. Why is this dude wearing a cone hat? Because he's a fucking... I know, now that the bingo mod's public, I just got a trick. Why? This man was doing it. I don't know if he stopped. Yeah, it's because I'm a corporate dunce. Ah, this fucking game. Oh, we're gonna cruise up this fucking game. We're moving. We're schmoving. We're cruising up this fucking game. What's the best game for viewers? For me, probably, yeah. It'll probably always be Mario, no matter what I do. Actually, for a while, it was Fall Guys. It's probably Mario. You know, weirdly, GTA would probably be pretty high on my list. GTA would actually probably be good for views, but it would also make me die. Shapes might be better for views than Elden Ring Bingo. Ironmon's really good for views, yeah. Oh well, I don't. And after I won, everyone's like, eh. And I don't want to do gold and silver. Gold and silver is just like meh. Penn State is beating SMU. I kind of thought they would. I like playing this game. I like this game. Will I play GTA 6 on stream or wait for RP? No, I'll definitely play the story of GTA 6 and I'll probably play some online shit that's not RP. Will I get into GTA 6 RP? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think the thing with RP that for me is just, I don't think RP is really feasible for me as a full-time streamer to put in the amount of work that you really need to put in, the amount of effort that it takes to, you know, quote-unquote win, like I want to do. I want to win every game, right? It takes a lot of work, and then it takes a lot of straight-up just like sucking the ass of the people who run the server, right? Like, it takes a lot of that. It really does. Takes a lot of ass kissing, and that's just not me. Like, not even the ass. It's just like you got to do. I don't know. There's also like you have to ruin someone else's. A lot of RP is like taking advantage of someone else or ruining someone else's time, and because of the way it works, a lot of the large streamers just straight up take advantage of the smaller streamers in RP, right? And you almost have to do it, right? And I'm just not good at that. Like, that's not something I don't know, like I'm not, it's just not me. It's just the way it's built, it's not me. Yeah, it's just the way it's built, it's not me. Like, I'd rather, like, I don't like having things given to me. I like earning my things, you know, especially in like video games. I know as stupid as that is. And I don't like, I don't know, you know, you gotta, I mean, there's a reason Call Lang was such a meme, right? You know, James Randall's only RP. But like, I don't know, the Vault-Tec stuff is like probably the prime example of like, look at that incredible stuff we did and incredible stuff we made with no help. And then all I got for it was locked out. You know what I mean? I got punished. I got punished for, NoPixel, I got punished for going too far beyond what they thought I was capable of doing. Right? Yeah. They punished us for Vault-Tec? No, but they like, once they changed, I was one of 4 hackers that had actually hacked the vault, right? There wasn't a lot of hackers in the game that had actually hacked the vault. I was one of 4 or 5 people that had done it, right? But I'd only done it twice, whereas like, you know, 3 other guys did it 900 times. And then when they changed the bank hacking thing, they just locked me out of it, right? So none of that mattered. All the stuff we did didn't matter. It sounds toxic. It is. Yeah, it's super toxic. It's also incredibly fun and addicting, and it provides some of the funniest fucking incredible improv moments that you'll ever see. But it's just rough day to day. So yeah, it made me hate myself. It really did. I already was in a depressive state, and it made me more depressive. Yeah. But that's the thing. It always has to be on someone else's back, and that's like fine when they're strangers, but when they're streamers and these people are trying to make a living, or you find out about their real life, and they have like, how do you take advantage of those people, right? Now, some people are like really good at it, and they have no problem with it, right? Some people are just like about the pogs and the clips, and they're like they can handle that. They can really get in their character, and my character's a gangster. He doesn't care about anyone, right? But I as much as I want to, I can't. Yeah. I can't do that. Yeah, I would love to be able to shut that part off, but it's impossible. And then the closer you get, the more you play with these people every day, the more you feel like that, you know? And eventually I just started feeling too responsible for people, and that stressed me out. Empathy's stupid. I hate it. The amount of FOMO is also nuts. Oh, absolutely. Empathy doesn't drive you up. It doesn't. It doesn't drive you up the corporate ladder. I need to get the billions. Coachatronic, like that's the type of thing too. I think that was the other thing that like was really frustrating about like no pixels specifically. I'm not saying every server's like that, but like, you know, we could do it didn't matter what we did if we didn't do it with the owner of the server, like nothing happens, right? Yeah. I get it. When I got sucked in as a player, I got sucked in hard. I mean, I didn't play Mario for like 7 months. I'd wake up, I'd get online. I'd be on for like 9-10 hours a day. It was bad. It was bad, chat. And then when I got done, like that was probably the biggest dip in viewership I ever had at like one time, because like a bunch of people were like, well, no, now I'm a GTA viewer now, you know what I mean? I want to watch the story. You did this to me. It was bad, but it was also so good. Yeah, but I would say that's the closest thing I've ever had in my life to like a really like an addiction that made my life worse, right? I'm not comparing it to like a drug addiction, but that's the closest thing in my life that I've ever experienced to like something like that. It made my life worse. It made my family's life worse. It made my monetary situation worse. It made everything worse for me in the long run. Short term, it was great. Just like drugs. Just like drugs. Monetary? Yeah. I mean, I used to consistently have like 6,000-7,000 paying Twitch subscribers a month. And by the time I got done with GTA, it went down to like 4,800. And then after that, I guess I've never really gotten back to that consistent like 5K where like I'm never below 5K. Like I used to never be below 5K, and now I'm never at 5K. So yeah, I don't think it helped. Yeah, I don't think it helped, right? You know what's almost harder? You know what's almost harder as a content creator than getting people to watch the first time? Getting people to come back after they've decided they don't want to watch anymore. Getting people to give you a second chance. You also barely play Mario anymore. I think like 30 of my 40 stream hours were in different Mario games this week. I think a lot of us prefer to watch you play Mario. Do you prefer to watch me play Mario? You don't watch any other games? I mean, you're watching this, right? Oh, no. Ah! No, I was just talking about that. I mean, judging from the way the views Mario gets on YouTube, I don't think Mario's got a lot of interest, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think 2D Mario is at its all-time low that it's ever been. Hey, but you know what? You could say though, you could make the argument that I contributed to the downfall of 2D Mario by not, you know, hardcore, by getting kind of like out of hardcore speedrunning it, right? Yeah, but I mean, I think you could look at the numbers of anyone who just plays Mario and they would also probably do it. I mean, Twitch itself is lower than it was, you know, 2 years ago. So it's not just me. Like, I understand that like Twitch itself is lower. But I mean, that's just the reality of it. Yeah, exactly. Twitch itself is lower. Like, Twitch itself is scared away a lot of viewers. Ah, fuck! Oh, no.
Oh, don't be silly. You're too rich to fail.
Thank God.
Just relax. Your golden parachute will keep you safe from having to mingle amongst those filthy pools.
Thank God.
Could you imagine having to stoop to the same level as a VP?
As a VP?
The audacity.
Thank God. Too rich to fail now. Media and content desires will always change. Yeah. Also, chat. This is a real thing. Okay. I'm part of a generation that doesn't run the internet anymore. Twitch has now 7 ads per time. Yeah, I mean, that shit doesn't help. There's a million different things. Yeah, there's a million different reasons, but I'm just saying that didn't help me. I didn't help myself, right? What I'm saying is that addiction didn't help me. And it was an addiction, chat. It was my my drug use. Should have taken the mixer bag when I had the chance. Yes, I should have. We've established this many times. I'll never get offered a bag ever again. Hawk Tua killed the meme. The internet's dead. She memed too hard. She memed too hard. Yeah, I'll never get offered a bag ever. Not like that, that's for sure. The Hawk Tua rug pull was an unbelievable sequence of events. No, actually, I feel like we all saw that coming. To a certain extent, you know? She signed with Jake Paul's company, and I wouldn't say the Paul brothers have faced any real consequences. Also, like, you gotta keep in mind one thing about, like, the Hawk Tua girl, and I think this is something that people might forget. She didn't have that much, like, she didn't go into this with, like, a ton of cash, right? You know what I mean? So it's not like she could just, like, her lifestyle changed, but her bank account might have not changed as quick. Like, your lifestyle, when you get fame like that, your lifestyle changes a lot faster than your bank account, right? And you're like, oh, okay, I can change my, you know, finally cash in on this with my actual value. Because, like, everyone else has to make their money off you first, you know? Her reputation may be ruined. I don't think the Hawk Tua girl, though, was like, what reputation is she ruining? Yeah. You gotta have a different obsession, yeah. Every time she spits on that thing, it'll be tainted moving forward. I mean, you say that, but if you're Pookie, and now she's not just spitting on that thing, but she's buying you a PlayStation 5 afterwards, I don't know if you're gonna feel that way. Still got crazy. She got as big as she did because she likes sucking dick. Hey man, you know what? That's what I need, chat. You know what? My biggest problem. I don't have any viral videos. I need a consistent amount of viral videos, not just one, but I need like 5 in a row. That's how big streamers become big streamers, right? Who sex tape win? Would that even register? I don't even think that would make Dextero. And do you really want that? Oh, ladies, I'll hawk Tua on your thing. Yeah, I need like to our live stream fail and then that to go on TikTok like 9 times. And then you need it, but with the titles aren't streamer does this. The title is GrandPooBear does this. And then their next thing on their For You page is another GrandPooBear video of me doing something ridiculous. Start beef? But I don't have beef. The only beef I have is old and I don't want to talk about it ever again. Unless they say sorry. Because they are not worth the energy I gave them in the first place. Yeah, and that's never going to happen because that would... You got to live your lie, you know? Just stomp another NES and go viral. I feel like if that would have happened in 2024, I would have gotten a lot more love for it. Yeah, start beef with DGR. Chat, you can't start beef with a streamer that's just significantly bigger than you or their community will just destroy you. Failboat beef, actually, that's real. The failboat beef is real. Are you kidding me? I did try to kill failboat with a pancake. That's what I should have said. Remember our beef failboat? Is DGR's community bigger by mass? No, he would be an appropriate sized person to start beef with, but again, it's not what I want to do, chat. Not what I want to do, damn it. Even the pancake was made to look like beef. You know what? Honestly, I should remake the YouTube short about it. We should remake it and make it be like, oh yeah, so me and Failboat have had beef for months, and then have like us shit talking each other, and then. So when I found out he was judging a cooking competition I was in, I knew this was my chance for revenge. What?
I love that game, I think.
You love this game?
I haven't played it, but I definitely would love it.
You haven't played this, but you definitely would love it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are you wearing? Are you wearing a smock?
Cocoa sweater.
Oh, you're wearing Coco's sweater. Okay. A dog sweater? Wait, is this Cheerios?
Yeah.
Can I have a bite?
Yeah.
Yum. Did you just fart?
Oh my god!
That was the loudest fart. That was the loudest fart.
Oh my god!
Dada, why haven't you finished that?
I don't know. He just crop dusted me.
Alright.
And
Let's
Dada,
go.
I really want to do that.
Hey, I have an idea for my birdhouse. Do you want to?
Brandon, are you gonna put on shorts? Or are you just gonna wear your sweatpants like that all day?
All day.
You're gonna wear sweat? That's gotta be cutting off your circulation on your legs, dude. That was cute. I love when they come and visit me. I should rebrand as Speedrun Family, where I whore out my kid. This might be bad for monetary reasons, but I'm actually like super cautious of taking my kid's internet identity away from him. All right, his internet agency. He is going to be living in a even, you know, a more online world than even I live in, right? And I super worry about, like, you know, like owning that for him on accident and not giving him his opportunity to be his own person online, or no person online, right? You know? So, you know, I'm not really planning on double chunking chocolate cookie with him anytime. And if he wants to do something like this, I think it's gonna have to be like, you know, more on his own. Maybe this internet fad will be over by then. I mean, we probably won't have electricity running in our homes by then, so. Good parenting? Maybe. Some could argue, though, the millions of dollars I can make from his cuteness would also be good parenting, though. Because at least we could pay for the therapy then. Shit. Shit. Doubt. The children of mommy bloggers are adults now. Yeah, I mean, when you shoot videos, you gotta do reshoots, right? They gotta be perfect. Yeah, I'm not really, like I said, it's just not something I'm interested in doing. Also, like I like IRL stuff, but I think it's got to be limited to something that I think is fun and special. I'm not someone that wants to just share. I don't think my life is that exciting to share it with you all every day. Like every aspect of it every day. You would be so, you'd just be like, oh, so you sit around and play Balatro and hit blunts on the weekends? Exciting, you know? Yeah, I mean, the most exciting thing I do is get tattoos, and you guys kind of come with me, yeah, for that. Although my problem with Balatro right now is that I'm pretty much like, I feel like I need legendary jokers to get where I want to go. If I ever did a subathon again, I would have more like camera access in my house. Actually, that is the one thing I would do if I ever did another subathon. I do like Costco. Double chunk chocolate cookie. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Fucking shit. G teaching me how to cook. Gina cooking streams. Once a week, Gina cooking stream. Dude, AJ did do pretty good on AEW, honestly. It's honestly the amount of wrestlers that come out and get out wrestled by celebrities is embarrassing. My cooking redemption arc? It's coming. Could I out wrestle any wrestlers? If you're asking me, do I think I have more athleticism than some popular wrestlers? And with a little training, could I look better than them? Yes. Yes. Am I just extremely false confident? Yes. $100? I'll wrestle Rey Mysterio right now? No, but like Dom 3 years ago? Woof. Dom now is amazing though. Next Logan Paul? I'm not wrestling anytime soon. Out wrestle Rey Mysterio right now? Well, Rey Mysterio Sr. passed away, not Rey Mysterio Jr. Yeah. It's not Rey Mysterio from WCW wrestles in WWF. He didn't die, chat. The Rey Mysterio that died is not the one that you guys are thinking of. It's his uncle. Come on, chat. Come on. Don't you know your wrestling family lineage? Tell you about the Inouye family tree. It's like La Parka, the second one died. Isn't it? There's La Parka, there's LA Park. And then there's the La Parka that was in WCW who wasn't real La Parka. Yeah. The WCW La Parka is not the real one. La Parka and LA Park's his kid though, right? The WCW one's LA Park now. The WCW one is the real one. I thought the WCW one was fake. Chat, I watched La Parka beat the shit out of a referee and fucking Defy one night. They didn't invite him back. Apparently Braun Breaker didn't want to be called Braun Steiner. I guess I'm not starting XCOM soon. I might start on a Monday. It's like a good Christmas one. I thought LA Park was the kid though. I thought LA Park was the younger one. Because I definitely saw La Parka and LA Park wrestle live. That's his son. His son's LA Park, and he's La Parka, right? But who cares? They're in a mask. They can just change who they are a million times. I played the original. I played XCOM 1, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. La Parka and LA Park are two different people. If you don't watch wrestling, you have no idea what we're talking about. You're like, what the fuck? Am I gonna play it with the expansion? Yeah, every piece of DLC in the entire game was $8, so. Well, no, he was definitely La Parka in WCW. And he hit people with chairs and then would do the little dance. You need some kind of ambient music in this game. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Why did I go all the way down, too? I didn't need to go all the way down. How is he a cruiserweight? Because he was Mexican, Bo Jackson. What do you mean? It was the 90s in wrestling. If you were Mexican, you were a cruiserweight, all right? Period. Didn't matter. Damn? No, that's just how wrestling was in the 90s, yeah. If you were Japanese, you were either a cruiserweight or a sumo. No in between. Listen, that's just how wrestling was in the 90s. Yeah, X-Water got this game, which is like, honestly, out of all the games to get, I feel like this is the most, the one that was actually going to get someone viewers. Listen, chat, wrestling is inherently an extremely, like, not even unintentionally or ironically, it's just there's just large racial undertones in wrestling, even to this day. Like, even to this day, all right? Yes, even to this day, like, black people feud with black people, and stables are based on race. There's a ton of stables that are just based on race. The LWO is actually probably the best one of them, though. Ironically, the LWO is sick. You know what? The bloodline. You know what? Shout out to the bloodline for adding in Sami Zayn, though. Like, way to go. Finally, a white man can get into a Samoan family. Sammy's your favorite Pacific Islander? Remember when the original New Day was like Nation of Domination stuff? It was. They were like, the New Day was originally like black preachers. Don't forget Owen was with the Nation. You know what? It is kind of dope that they have a token white guy in these little groups, honestly. Maybe I can join LWO. No, I thought the Nation was racial up until they started feuding with DX. Once The Rock took over, it changed. And then Owen Hart joined. And that was just actually good storytelling. And then DX got real racial with it. Oh, man. Grizzly Pooh Bear. Thank you for the prime. Oh, this is awkward. Yeah, this is awkward. When you were a kid, they had Tatanka, which is a terrible stereotype. Tatanka Samoan! Yeah, Tatanka and Yokozuna were both Samoan. Neither one of Tatanka was not Native American. And Yokozuna was not Japanese. Okay, can I tell you probably the worst, like one of the absolute worst, like, light racism things that wrestling used to do? But it was kind of was hilarious. I feel bad for thinking this. I feel bad now for thinking this. But they used to have this... They used to have this group called Kai and Tai chat. And Kai and Tai was a Japanese group. And they were bad guys, right? And they had a storyline where they were jealous of another guy's penis and they wanted to cut off his penis. That's not the point. That's not really what I'm getting at. That is not the racism I'm talking about. But Kai and Tai, whenever they talked, they would have Kai and Tai move their mouth like this, like, and then they would do a, like, Godzilla translated, like, person talking over the loudspeaker. They did, yeah, they did. So it was like, you know, like when you're watching like a movie that's dubbed. Yeah, when you're watching a movie that was dubbed, so like every one of their interviews and everything they did was dubbed. And so it was like, yeah, it's not good, but also it was kind of a fucking banger, you know? Like, yeah, it's problematic and we can see why it's problematic, but that's one of those problematic things that's like, kind of worked. Yeah, it kind of worked, right? It's like, it definitely hit pretty fucking hard. It was a funny gimmick. It was pretty fucking funny. I remember they first started doing it. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Product of the time. What's funny is, like, I watch Godzilla -1 and all I can think of is fucking Kai and Tai. It's funny then, but it's not as funny now. It would be less funny now. But, like, it's still funny when you watch it from back then. Does that make sense? Like, if they did that now, it wouldn't be funny at all. You'd just be like, what the fuck, man? But even when you watch it back then, because, like, in the like, the realm of, like, you know, this is still like Nintendo naming things Piston Honda. Only because everything is offensive now, lol. No, it's not that. I just think we're aware. You're just aware of things. It was offensive then. It was also, that's the thing. Things were also offensive then, all right? It's just people are aware of it now. And more people have met someone who's been hurt by those things. There's a difference though between that and then like someone just complaining about things for attention. But you should just not, like, if everything they post or do or whatever online is always like negative or things like that, just don't follow those people. They're always complaining, just don't follow those people. And like, it's amazing how your worldview of that will change. Everything's offended. Do you follow people that complain about people getting offended all the time? Or follow people that complain about that? I don't know. I think most people live in the real world and can you know, understand the difference between, it's funny, and context. You know? Like, I'll give you a great example on this. You know the guy who called Puerto Rico a pile of garbage, right? If he does that on his comedy show, it's not offensive, right? Nobody's offended because it's on a comedy show. But he did it at a political rally. That's pretty offensive. Yeah, you know? That's pretty offensive. Ow. So context, things like that, all matters. But mostly you probably just spend too much time on the internet. Yeah, when it's like, you know, like you have like, it's like one person tweets something and then, you know, someone writes a headline and they're like, this entire group doesn't like that thing. Yeah. Comedy's about timing, right? Tell that to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle doesn't realize that. So Dave Chappelle went 25 years where everything he said, people just thought was fucking funny. So Dave Chappelle telling a few bad jokes is a bigger deal to him than people just not thinking it's funny. Everyone has to be wrong. It can't be that he's not funny, right? Or that he's old, or that he's just out of touch with one particular topic. But his obsession with it has made him less and less funny. And it's just the fact that the jokes you make are essentially the same jokes about a group of people that are made in, you know, 2001 about like Apache helicopters and shit. Whereas take, for example, Anthony Jeselnik, who also made jokes about that group of people that are fucking hilarious and nobody, doesn't bother anyone. You know what I mean? Anthony Jeselnik's like the most offensive comedian there is. Anthony Jeselnik spends 20 minutes talking about how much he hates pregnant women. Yeah, Jeselnik's my go. I love Jeselnik. I think he's hilarious. Yeah. You're just going to bring him up? Yeah. So like, I don't think that's as accurate a statement. I think that's a lazy man's argument, to be honest with you. And I also think it's based off the internet. And quite frankly, Twitter, which is a lot of people's, you know, go-to source for news, opinions, things like that, is like the absolute worst place to have a nuanced conversation. Even worse than Twitch. It's somehow even worse than Twitch at having nuanced conversations. Dave's a Skinner meme about, no, it's not the children. Yeah, no, it's not me who's wrong, it's the children. Yeah, I think that's kind of a great example. And I still think Dave Chappelle has some fucking, still, you know, able to formulate a good joke. But I kind of think that's pretty common with anyone that gets obsessed with one particular topic, is that they're just gonna not be funny. Is that not the right one? Am I supposed to go to a different one? That can't be the right one. I think I gotta go for maybe that one right there. Am I going for that one? Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, on Twitter now, too, everyone just wants, they want engagement, so they're going to say the most outrageous thing in the world. Just get engagement. No. I mean, but there's some people out there that think Bert Kaiser's like a fucking hilarious comedian, you know what I mean? So, like, comedy is subjective. But like just being drunk and taking your shirt off is not that entertaining. I have a buddy, Jordan, who's way funnier at that than he is. fuck get there? Depends on your body shape. I don't know. Yeah, you either got to punch up like Anthony Jeselnik. Like if you guys watch the beginning of Anthony Jeselnik's show, right? I feel like it's like the beginning of it is literally just like showing Dave Chappelle how it's done, right? Like, this is how you make fun of and with a group of people. Yeah. Ooh. I like roast. I'm a big roast fan. Yeah, I will say though, I think comedy's hard, and I just also think comedy is like inherently like a younger person's game. You know what I mean? I think as you get old, like tastes change, things change, but your comedy might not. You know what I mean? And just like, I don't know. You don't find Bill Burr funny either? Bill Burr hits for me a good chunk of the time. I will admit. I think he's relatively good. Yeah, I think Bill Burr is definitely like I wouldn't say like all of his stuff. I would agree that like I don't think he's just like universally like 100% of his jokes are bangers. But I will admit, when he puts on a banger, I think it's pretty fucking funny. I think it's pretty funny. Shane Gillis is funny, but I think Shane Gillis is like, I don't think any woman in chat thinks Shane Gillis is funny. Like, I feel like you need a penis to enjoy Shane Gillis. Who, Bill Burr? Surprisingly good opinions as someone who's from Massachusetts. Have you seen Bill Burr's wife? I understand. Chris Fleming? I don't know Chris Fleming. Fuck. Who's James Castor? I haven't seen these one. Nate Bargatze hits for me pretty hard, I will say. We watched one of the Broad City Girls last night and hers sucked. Cam Patterson's your favorite right now? The guy with a rock in his pocket? Have you ever seen him do more than a minute though? Yeah, has Cam Fleming ever done more than a minute? Doesn't he just do a minute on Kill Tony? I get James Carr appeal. Doesn't appeal to me, but I understand his appeal. I think Kyle Kinane is hampered by the fact that he is such a good promotional voice. Yeah, Like I can't. Like every time I hear Kyle Kinane tell a joke, I'm just like, is that coming up on Comedy Central at 7:30? Tom Segura literally bats 50% for me. Half of his specials. I'm actually seeing Tom Segura in January. We're seeing him. Half of Tom Segura's specials hit for me, and the other half do not. He's a literal 50% hitter. Tom Segura. His wife was on Real World. Yeah, I want to see Jeselnik. Your ex and you were going to go see Jeselnik? Wait, was she not an ex at the time? Did she not like Anthony Jeselnik? My wife didn't like him at first either. I had to really... He grew on my wife. MVP numbers? I mean, he does have a lot of specials, so 500, batting 500 means I do like some of his specials. Better than him growing in my wife? I mean, my son grew in my wife, and I love him. I can't say that I've watched any Gabriel Iglesias outside of when he's been on like WWE. Immortal Bum, thank you for 34 months. That's my first sub today. Yep. Use your Twitch Prime. What? No? Yep, it's my first one. He's also hit or miss. Lies, you resub 23 months. Nope, never happened. Never happened.
I'm so excited.
KLM just gifted 5 subs. That's my 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's happened. Sentinel just Twitch Prime. Those never happen. Damn it, dude. First sub of the day, 5 times in a row. First sub of the day. Begging works. Did I beg at any point, the mighty? Or did I make a joke? All right? You want me to beg? Listen, begging would be, hey, please, can you give me subs? I really need subs, all right? I can't afford my new boat if you don't give me subs, chat. I really, really need them. Thank you, chat. I really need my subs. I need a boat, chat. God, Alamo, thank you for the subs. I really need those subs.
I'm so
If you guys don't give me subs, my kid will not get a PlayStation, an Xbox, and a Switch for Christmas. He'll only get 2 of the 3, okay? Here's the ad of my billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. $1 billion. Ah. When's the next speedrun sessions? Bruh. The problem is that, okay, in this current exact moment, I don't have any manager at Red Bull. They just did this whole thing, and they like, okay, so they like, they put me back on a gaming team, right, with a gaming manager, and then they restructured the company and basically got rid of that person. And so I'm just like in limbo right now, but I just signed a new contract. So I have no idea what I'm doing or even who to talk to at this exact moment. I'll figure it out after Christmas. But all as I know is that they want me around for a long time, and I'm going to be there. No, this is not one mistake, and you go all the way to the bottom on the post game. Sounds like college where your advisor's just gone. Pretty much, yeah. I'm stuck in catering right now. I'm just not in catering. I'm just in like a little bit of a limbo.
Who needs a manager?
Well, it's like the manager's the person that basically like takes my idea and then like gets the money for it. In Red Bull, it's not really a manager. They're like a, I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, I don't even know what you would really call it, but we call them PMs or AMs, athlete managers, partner managers. I'm like the R-Truth of Red Bull. I mean, I am in that they just plug me in whenever they need someone. If you ever see me in something, like doing something extremely cool at Red Bull, and I don't mean this in a bad way, because Red Bull, they love me and I love them and we're such partners, like we're so deep. But if it's ever something extremely cool, this probably was planned for someone else and they couldn't come. And they hit me up last minute to get someone there. Level 4 amount of hype. Guys, please, I need more hype. I can't live with only level 4 amount of hype. I need at least level 9 amounts of hype. How can I be hype? Imperial Hal? No. Name sounds familiar though. Oh, come on. It's a pretty good spot to be in. I feel like honestly I'm in a great spot. I love where I'm at. Like what I do is so, I don't know, I guess unique to me too. Like, and it just works. And the less people understand it, but the more they understand it works, the more freedom I get to do whatever I want.
Level 5 hype is how you see Pooh's pipe.
Would I say I'm rich? I mean, I've got an amazing son. I've got a wife that loves me. I've got some really great friends, both professionally and, you know, not professionally. I've got a pretty consistent job in a time where not many people have it. You know, so like, yeah, in that way. Am I rich like money wise? I'm not poor. Like do you know what rich is to me? I don't have to look at how much food costs at the grocery store. I can just buy the grocery. Do we need the grocery? I can just buy the grocery. And to me, that was always really rich. And so now that I've gotten to that point, I feel pretty rich, but to like other people, probably not. You know what I mean? Like if you're, I don't know, if you say rich is like, you know, millions of dollars, then no, I don't have millions of dollars or even $1 million, but I can buy groceries. Right? Dude's got a sim rig. Yeah, but I bought a sim rig. Yeah, but I have a mom van. I don't have a real car. Most people with sim rigs also have race cars. But the eggs went up $1. I'm very lucky that I think that's the part of luck that I have. And I think you can see, like, to me, that's right. That's rich, right? Like in my mind, that's rich. Like if you don't have to look at so like in that aspect, but like, I think like into the like you know, the way like a kid would talk about it on the internet. No, probably not. Yeah. But like to me, I don't know. I grew up with nothing, so like that's pretty fucking rich to me. When my friends are out, I buy their drinks. I think that's pretty rich. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, it's just, I guess it's just subjective. What's my retirement number? How much I need before I could retire? I'm not there yet. But I don't think I'll ever retire from like this. Like, what would I do? You know what I mean? Like, what's there to do besides make videos and, you know, I got WeSkill now, who I can't retire until I make enough money for him to retire. And I can't, you know, and I also don't want to stop doing charity stuff until we solve spinal cord injuries. So yeah, I'm pretty stuck regardless, I guess. Yeah, I think that. Why has Twitch been pushing crypto so hard lately? All the ads seem to be going for it. Well, Twitch isn't pushing ads. Twitch takes money from whoever will buy ads. And I think that's more of a symptom of who's buying ads right now. Yeah. Crypto ads pop up when crypto's doing incredibly good, right? Because that's when, like, people buy crypto when it's, you know, going up and zooming up and they FOMO in. In that sense, you hope I get to retire soon? I do, but I don't think I'll ever retire from, like, even if I made like $1 billion, right? Like if I hit Mega Millions, I don't think I'd retire from streaming. I might just go from 6 days to 5 days so I can get 2 real days with my kid. Tax time's coming up, so everyone's buying in. Yeah. Yeah, you might be getting targeting. You keep getting sports betting ads. See, that, to me, that makes more sense for my stream. Because I do so much sports. Type of one if you're ready to buy Poo coin. GrandPooBear coin. It won't be a scam because I'll tell you beforehand you'll lose money. Yeah, that's what I think that's it. I think if I was rich, like Deion Sanders would be thanking me in press conferences every week for how much I would contribute to the NIL fund. Right now, I only contribute $100 a year to our NIL fund, so. I should sell actual coins. Like I'd make like Poo coins and it'd be like, listen, the only cryptocurrency not on the blockchain. There's no blockchain technology here. Get a machine like they have with the zoo pennies. Commemorative coins. The problem is, Chad, I don't know what to do with these cards. I don't know how I get these cards going. How do I give away the cards? Do I just go 1 month and just go like, all right, my top 20 gift subbers in 1 month? Get the cards? Knife fight? I mean, knife fight does seem good. Yeah, I mean, I don't think... Yeah, that's kind of my thing about crypto is like, is it just a storage? Is it just a wealth storage thing now? Is that all it is? Like, is it never... People are never going to buy anything with Ethereum or Bitcoin because the fees will always be too high. So, like, what is it, really, you know? Make the mods fight for the cards, too? I was like, I give one every mod, and then I don't have, but then I won't have any left. I don't know what to do with them. And then what about those mods that aren't really around but would still ask for one? Like, how do you, you know? Honestly, I think I have the world's smallest mod team. Charity auctions the best use? No, it's not for charity. This has to be for my own personal gain. Have a competition between the mods? Oh, no! Keep them and use them as business cards? No, man, that'd be even dumber. World's smallest mod team, and yet this space is great. Well, it's not really hard when you only have one. I mean, there's not like a ton going on. Modding a chat like this is pretty easy. It's not really hard to mod one person. It's when there's like 90 people being assholes at once. Yeah, also, I was gonna say, like, if you, usually when you act up, you're just gonna get killed by me. Hypoo, would you like to get famous? What do you mean would I like to get famous? How famous? Define how famous. I don't know. Maybe not? Depends how famous we're talking. Yeah, combined chats are always weird, always wild. Taylor Swift famous? No, I wouldn't want that amount of fame. That seems horrible. Famous people don't get to eat bread. Octua girl famous? Ooh, I think that's a little too much fame for me too. Chat, Octua girl's like more famous than Ludwig. Like, she's honestly one of the most, she's more famous than like every NBA player not named LeBron and Steph and KD. I'm not even joking about that. Maybe Wemby? Yeah, maybe Wemby. Jared Goff famous? Actually, if the fame was confined to the city of Detroit like that, I would kind of love it. Not Diddy famous, no. Ah, shit, dude. Travis Kelce before Taylor Swift amount of fame? I might take that. That might be okay. I think that would be acceptable amount. Blink-182 fame? Yeah, but not the lead singer Travis Barker, like the other guy. That's about the amount I want. You know, I enjoy, like, okay. I don't want anyone to, like, I want the amount of fame where they want a picture and then they want to get away from me. They don't want to spend the day with me. What about Seth Green famous? Or people like I've heard of him before? I think I'm good. I'd rather be rich, chat. A Bjork level of fame, like really big in Iceland. I wonder if I'm bigger in Germany than I am here in America. Have I bumped into people that recognize me? Yeah, I get it a decent amount. But it's never like outside of like a PAX or GDQ, it's not more than like one or two ever. Actually wrestling shows. When I go to wrestling shows, I'll usually get a few. But not a lot, you know, not a lot. Yeah, per capita, I feel like Germany's probably like per capita where I would have the most. Yeah, situationally famous. Yeah, Kyle, I bet there's some places you go where it's like insane. Like GDQ, sure, like GDQ, I could use a bodyguard at GDQ. Back away. He's only got time. I'm joking. It's not that bad. There's not that many people at GDQ. Frank Stallone level of fame? Not even. It's kind of, actually, it's funny. When me and Adam Cole go out, like when we go out together, it is like a joke. Like when we've been out at dinner together, like a joke, like which one is either one of us going to get recognized? And neither one of us ever get recognized anytime we go out together. I've had two extremely awkward, like, people recognize me moments, though. Two. And I've told both of you guys these. Nah, TwitchCon's not bad. There's definitely people way worse at TwitchCon. TwitchCon is kind of everyone just goes to the meet and greet at TwitchCon now. Yeah. Was one of them when I got stabbed? Oh, I didn't even think about the time I got stabbed. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's probably will be the craziest one. And the neck. Don't you see the scar on my neck? Have you never wondered where that scar on my neck comes from? Yeah. At a meet and greet, dude. Guy came up, bow, right in the neck with like a little fucking, one of those tiny little pocket knives. Yeah. That's how I got that scar on my neck. You guys have never... Yeah. It was like 2021, right after pandemic. See? It used to be bad. It's not, the scar's not that bad anymore. But yeah, you can see the scar. Oh, yeah, that was wild. So full of it. Shouldn't have made, that's why I'm getting rid of mom jokes, chat. Yeah, I skateboarded off a fire hydrant into a car. Each one has each scar. You remember when I first lied about it and said it was from surgery? I was embarrassed I got stabbed, you know? Yeah, I was embarrassed I got stabbed. Chat, if you're in here, just know I didn't actually get stabbed, but if anyone asks, I got stabbed. Okay? Are we all in agreement on that? Is everyone in agreement? Okay? It used to be way more fun when the scar was way more noticeable. Now the scar is pretty much gone. Unless you got a really great camera, you can't really see it. Only pussies get stabbed? I don't know how to even ask that. I mean, I will say pussies get penetrated. Bump. Real men punch first. I don't know if I'd ever punch anyone first. I don't think I could ever have the anger to someone where I felt like I needed to punch them. Stabbing, though. Kayfabe broken? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break kayfabe. No, I got recognized, not the doctor who did my vasectomy, but another doctor there recognized me. Oh, why did you do that? And, that's definitely the most awkward situation I've ever been in. Both doctors saw my dong. Yeah, so it was after I had gotten my vasectomy. I've told this story before, but I can tell it again because it's funny. If you guys want, I'll even tell it in full storyteller mode, you know what I mean? As if you just met me at the bar and you were getting this story for the first time. Were they impressed? I mean, it was taped to my stomach, you know, I'm sure they were impressed. That is funny that some viewers have seen my dong. At least 2, 3. Lady Pooh, that doctor. This is real. This is a real story. Yeah, this is a real story. Yeah, next water. And Jim. Yeah. So I get my vasectomy done. Okay. Chat. For anyone who's gotten a vasectomy, you get the situation. But if you never had a vasectomy, let me tell you about, like, let me paint the scene for you, okay? When you have surgery, they usually put you in one of those hospital gowns, right? Have you take off your clothes, etc., etc. Well, in a vasectomy, it's not really that type of surgery. It's real quick. Takes like 2 seconds. So they don't put you in a hospital gown. They don't even have you take off your shoes. They just have you drop your pants to the floor. Keep your shoes on so your pants are tugged around your ankles, which is objectively the most awkward way to have your thingy out, okay? I'd much rather be no pants, t-shirt on than like shirt up, pants to ankles, dong out, okay? And anyway, me and the first doctor, we're sitting there and we're trying to, I think we're letting the numbing happen, and I think he's just like prepping for surgery. We're having a conversation, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I play video games, da-da-da. He's like, oh man, someone in our office really likes this gamer, or really likes gamers. Or one of the other doctors really likes gamers. He plays all the time, blah, blah, blah. You know, he says that. And we're talking, and he's like, how'd you get into that, you know? And then all of a sudden I see smoke coming from my testicles. And I'm like, oh wow, we're not in pre-surgery. We're just going. He's like, yeah, we're going. We're almost done. So we finish up, right? And I've got cotton swab. They make an incision right at the base of your junk, between the base and okay. So like, here's junk, here's dick, here's balls. Okay, it's like right there. Okay. And they make you hold this cotton swab on it, and the nurses leave, and the doctor leaves. And he's just like, hold the cotton swab here. Just want to make sure the bleeding stops, blah, 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 you know? And as I'm holding the cotton swab on it, another doctor comes in, and I just think he's, you know, coming in, check out the work, whatever. He comes in, he reaches out his right hand, and he goes, hey. He might have said his name thinking about it, but all I remember is him going, hey, big fan. And I remember it was so awkward. He goes, hey, I'm a big fan. I watch your stuff all the time. I loved blah, blah. Said, I can't remember what he said. GDQ, some GDQ run. And he reaches out his right hand. But the problem is my right hand is on the cotton swab, holding the cotton swab next to my junk. And I immediately go into full streamer mode. Of like, oh man, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I go to take my hand off. I go to reach out my hand and I realize, no, it's on my junk. So I give him the left-handed thing. And once I give him the left-handed thing, his eyes light up. And then he realizes how awkward this is. How awkward this moment is. I, in that moment, realize how awkward this moment is, right? He didn't think like, cause like this is his job, right? He's around dudes with their cocks out all the fucking time, right? Dicks are out, dick everywhere, but right? He sees dick. Like that's his job. He's just got dicks with a small little cut in them everywhere. This is another day for him. A dick is, my shell jump is his dick, right? And so his eyes get real wide, and then he just goes, oh, well, thanks, and then leaves. That was it. I didn't get his screen name or anything, nothing. Neither doctor came back in. The nurse came back in, discharged me, and I walked out, and that was it. He could be here. He's probably heard me say this a million times, and I wish he'd just be like, it was me. It was me, Austin. So yeah, that was one. That's definitely the most awkward, embarrassing one. The other one that was kind of awkward was me and my wife were, and maybe as a YouTube watcher, me and my wife were on a date at the strip club. We were on a date. We were at a titty bar. Okay, chat? Don't ask any more questions about that. Don't judge, all right? Just be fucking cool, all right? You be cool. Anyway, we're there. We're at the stage enjoying. Listen. We support the arts. Okay, we support the arts. That's music, painting, and of course dancing. All right, so we support arts, local artists. Anyway, we're there, and there's a group of guys like behind us, not on the stage, and I have a look back moment. I notice they're kind of all looking at me, and I just give them one of these. And then you give one of back, you know? And then one of them comes up and they're like, hey, I just wanted to say, a big fan, blah, blah, blah. You know, watch your YouTube all the time. I watch Carl and Panga as well. Because that was the thing at the time. And I was just like, oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And then I just put like $40 in front of him. It was at Casa Diablo in Portland. Yes, Casa Diablo in Portland. Someone just got stabbed there, actually. And I put like $40 in front of him, and basically that was the rest of his dance, right? Because I was appreciative of him watching. And also I figured it was the least awkward way to get out of the conversation. You thought he was going to dance for me? No, it wasn't a dancer. A dancer didn't know me. You know, but after that, the dancers came up and asked, like, why does he know you? Blah, blah, blah. And then we were popular. Well, we were already popular because my wife's hot and... You went to a poo event? I didn't even buy you a drink? Which event did you go to? Because if you went to a speedrun sessions, chances are I did buy you a drink. If you went to Speedrun Sessions Milwaukee, I bought every drink. San Jose too? Speedrun Sessions Charlotte? No, you know what? That one was not. I did not buy free drinks for that one. That is true. You know why? Because Barb was there, and Barb's got more money than me, so I figured he would buy them for all of you. Your wife wants you to get a vasectomy? What are you waiting for? Honestly, like legitimately, the easiest surgery there is. Really couldn't say there was any side effects other than it was really annoying to walk down the stairs for 3 days. Outside of the fact that they cut off my testicles, which I later found out is not common. All right, where am I going? I just don't know which one to go to. I don't know which one to go to. I don't think it's that one. Yeah. You know the craziest thing about getting a vasectomy is the doctor's like, listen, you got to jerk off like 400 times over the next month. You got to clean out all those soldiers that are still in there. Does insurance cover that? No, it was only like, mine was, I don't want to say only, but I think mine was like 800 bucks. My insurance didn't cover it. Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, there's just swimmers. There's just still swimmers in there. No, they don't know the war's over. Yeah, there's just swimmers in there hanging out. The red bumpers as a save point. If you quit and reload, you spawn up there. Is that cheating though? Is that against the grind set? Does stuff still come out when you orgasm after a vasectomy? Yeah, I picked a poof of orange air, so it's really fun. It's just like a poof of orange smoke pops out. Yeah, Jim said he had one of those guns with like the bang flag. Yeah, it's all the same. I'd ask Lady Pooh if it tastes the same, but she'd probably punch me for that one. She'd probably punch me in front of y'all for that one. Little Red Bull scent. Actually, completely TMI. I have significant more amount now. Before I was a little dribbler. We're like way past TMI. This is too. Look, Pooh. Oh, yeah, look. No! More velocity too? Yeah, because it's like backed up with pressure. Maybe the doctor added in some. I mean, I did say, I actually did say, hey doc, could you make me shoot a little bit farther after this? I did say that because I thought it would be funny. But he probably hears that joke all the time. But maybe he did. Maybe he was like, yeah, I got you. I like how this is, it's like, this is an embarrassing question. I could Google it, but let's just ask it in chat since we're on the conversation. We're on the conversation. It's true though, the amount of stuff that people could Google, but instead they just put like as a Twitter, empty Twitter question. That's true. All these AI search results now. Okay. Refusing to Google things is the best way to learn. I mean, you will learn. You might learn the wrong thing, but I mean, I guess you will learn. All right, where are we going? Ah! That has to be it. But like, I'm not getting anywhere close to it. Reload the save, you won't tell. No, the first part's easy now. I want to get one clean clip. Yeah, I want one clean clip, you know what I mean? Is this Deep Dip 3? Might as well be. Yeah, I want one clean clip. Chat, I do need to pee. By the way, okay, so for those who were wondering what the cards I was talking about earlier, for Christmas this year, Red Bull gets me a Christmas gift every year, right? And for Christmas this year, they gave me literal trading cards, right? Like literal fucking trading cards. They gave me 5 foils. They're like essentially like fucking high quality, like magic card style. I got 5 foil ones, right? And then I've got 15 regular ones. And I don't know what to do. They even graded it for me. To be fair, it's the people who made them graded it, so I don't know if that's a legal 10. I think if you went to PSA, you might not get them graded the same, especially because I'm already shuffling them. You know, I shuffled my Black Lotus. Can we give away them? Yeah, but like how? Like, what's the best way to give away them? You know, do we pay to win it? Do we do random? Do we do a competition? What I'm thinking is that I send them to the people for the clip competitions, right? But then what if the clip competition is just like really bad? You know, what if people don't really do it? I'm worried about that. Very, very, very worried. Most amount of post vasectomy liquid wins. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do it randomly, right? Hide them around a city and get people to live stream a scavenger. Actually, Mitch, are you here? We could involve these in unnamed project. Yes, we could, like, let's say we had some IRL things out there that people have to go get for unnamed project. We could just put those with them too. PAX East? No, I have an unnamed project that, well, I mean, I could tell you, Nightfall. I could tell you. It's not that exciting, but it's just, I could tell you later. Clemson's up 7-0. Top speedrun scores in cat game, but what if they don't like me? Your wife lives outside the country. It'll take a year and a half to get here. Don't feel like you need a vasectomy until she gets here. Only see her twice a year. I would say this. Do you want to have a kid? Are you 100% positive you don't want to have a kid? Then fucking do it. If you're not 100% positive, then don't do it. I think that's the best way, the best advice I can give you. If you're 100% positive you don't want it with her or anyone else, like, just fucking snip it, man. Honestly, if you're a single guy and you're 100% positive no kid, yeah, go snip it, dude, because then you can just shoot it everywhere. All over the place. No one